How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Kick Report, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Nike Pegasus 41. Now, I know this is a little bit of a shift in gears, but I wanted to give you guys something a little bit more fresh. So just to jump into things, this shoe actually has been out for a little bit. This shoe came out originally in, I believe, June of 2024, and it's had some time to marinate throughout the market, but I still feel that, there's a lot that hasn't been said from my point of view, obviously. So, I wanted to preface as well, I am a beginner runner. I'm not the one to be running 30 miles in a day and tackling marathons in my spare time, but I do get in a little, 3-mile run here and there just to keep myself in shape. For context, I'm a college athlete, so sometimes for our conditioning, we need to be outside, and these are the shoes that I'm using for that. So with that being said, let's jump right into cushion. Alright, so for the cushion setup, I'll be honest, the Pegasus 41s have one of the coolest technological setups for a running shoe I've ever seen before. So it's going to feature a full-length React X foam, as well as 2 zoom units. So there's going to be one in the heel and the forefoot. And for those who aren't familiar with the React X foam, it's like a more responsive and reboundy type of foam. I actually really like it compared to like other foams. I would say it's not quite comparable to Boost, but if you had to get like kind of the feel, it will be somewhere in a more responsive Boost, a more bouncy Boost. But yeah, so it's very reactive. It feels great. I feel the zoom units. I feel both. And what I'll say with this shoe excels is if you're a heel striker when you run. Now, I know my coaches tell me strike on my heels because that means I'm opening up my legs and really getting out there and really running. So I did that for this run, and it felt great. I feel the response in my heel of the zoom unit. I don't feel it like I feel it in my forefoot because I'm so accustomed to feeling that zoom unit in the forefoot. But I still appreciate it there. It helps with shock absorption. So if you have bad joints or any of that nasty stuff, I really recommend these for you. Additionally, these have a 10mm drop, which is towards the aggressive end, but it's neither here or there. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the cushion setup in these. So let's move on into traction. Alright, so the traction for these, it's almost like a waffle type of pattern. And, I wanted a little bit more from these, but in terms of the traction, but I can't be too judgy because these aren't a trail shoe, especially you see me doing this traction test in the dirt. It did not perform well at all. So I would be careful when running on trails with these, but it's great on road, and that's what it is. It's a road running shoe, so I can't complain there. But I did have a problem with peeling. That was a little odd to me. Literally, like one of the side pieces of traction started peeling right off. And to mention, the traction is almost like a waffle pattern, and then it has some like kind of straight lines jetting across. So it's a hybrid traction. It's gonna have a couple of different features in there to keep you planted, but I don't know if it was a cheap glue or if I just got a bad pair, but I would keep that in mind as well. So as for the materials of the shoe, again, I enjoy them. It's a more of a premium type of running shoe, so the quality is going to be higher, which I do enjoy as well. So just speaking on the materials, especially the upper, it's very, very comfortable. I don't know what type of plushness they used in there, but they need to just keep bringing it back. It felt amazing. Additionally, the laces are good quality. It has an extra eye up at the top if you wanted to do a runner's knot. So that's completely up to you. It also has like some reflectors in like the front and the back of the shoe. Hey, whatever works. I don't think that it would help you much, but I guess it's cool. Again, I know these are super crazy dirty, but I've had these for the most part of a year, I would say. Maybe half a year, I'll say for sure half a year. And they've held up great. Besides that peeling in the front, I really do enjoy kind of what they've put together in this shoe. In terms of the cons, I got these a half size too small. Now again, I'm a 14 and a half. I'm gonna keep beating that horse till it's dead. Nike, bring back the 14 and a half because I'm struggling between a 14 and a 15. But go true to size with these. I wouldn't change up. But if you have to, don't push it small. I'd rather you run big because my foot kept slamming into the front of these, which I did not enjoy. Additionally, for my wide footers or my wide footed athletes, I would not recommend these. These do feel a little bit narrow to me. I do feel the arch support in there as well, so I guess that kind of made my foot slide down and push to the outside of the shoe. So that's something to take note of. But again, overall as a shoe, I think they did a very good job. Additionally, it does kind of, the laces on the eyes, they do stretch a little bit, so I had to kind of retighten the shoe a couple times, but it wasn't to the point where I could just slide on and off the shoe without untying it. So overall, they did pretty well here. Alright, so as you guys see here, I'm running. So this is me as an athlete. I'm getting into it. Again, I'm a beginner runner. I'm nothing crazy, but I didn't want to BS you guys or kind of sell the dream that, oh yeah, I've tried these shoes, and then never really tried them. So I got out there, I ran about 1.5 miles here. I'm running at about, I guess, a 9-minute and 30-second pace. So not blistering fast, but a nice little jog. So the things I could take away from this is I definitely feel that heel strike emphasis with that zoom unit back there. Unfortunately, I'm a 4-foot runner, so I don't really feel it that much. But if to my people who take bigger strides, kudos to you. These will be great for you. But overall, I really like the shoe. I gave it an 8.6 out of 10. I would say it's best suited as a trainer shoe. I wouldn't push it outside that box. It's good for everyday use. I wouldn't take this on a marathon, but I wouldn't not take it around the park. I still do that. So I really enjoyed this shoe. It retails for $140, as I said. So you're getting what you pay for in a quality shoe that really does a good job of balancing that cushion support. But that's gonna be all for today, guys. Again, I truly appreciate you guys for hanging around. I'm sorry this upload took a little bit longer to get out. I had some stuff going on with basketball, so I kind of had to pay attention to that for the time being. But I am back and I am bringing you guys these videos. But again, I always appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll be down there to kind of chop it up with you all. But as always, thank you guys again, and I appreciate you. Take care. This has been the Kick Report.